Barbara's laughing.
It's
I even though I told her I wave and I want people to come in anyhow. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. I have one of our speakers from Coaching Fest, and I want to share. Coaching Fest is so cool. Let me start with that. These are the humans that are showing up for Coaching Fest. It's April 25th and 26th. It is a free summit. So I will make sure that the links are in chat, but go to coachingfest.com or go to aha.pub/coachingfest, whichever one you want. So coachingfest.com. Do it now. Put in your name, put in your email, click yes, and you're in. There's some amazing humans, including Barbara Wainwright. And there's something that one of the things I did is I already wrote the questions that I wanted to ask everybody, just to make sure that we accomplish the goals of what we want to accomplish. And so I was talking to Barbara the other day, and she was like, started going through this methodology and approach, and I go, I'm not going to ask you those questions, right? So I may have to rewrite the questions, but I'm not going to ask you those questions. So why don't we just talk about them live? So let me just say, if you are a coach, clearly, if you are a consultant, or if you happen to run a business where you or there's one or two primary rainmakers, first of all, you've got to listen to what Barbara has to say. Secondly, that's what this event is for. How do you brand yourself? How do you write the things that make sense that attract attention? How do you deal with multiple priorities? How do you make sure if you're a coach, which specific vertical should you be focusing your energy on? What social media platforms? These are all the questions. The folks that are here are the great Marshall Goldsmith, #1 CEO coach on the planet. Magdalena Mook, the CEO of the International Coaching Federation. We have somebody here who has brought in personally $14 million of coaching revenue. We have somebody here who has signed up a contract for corporate that involved 10,000 employees. We have somebody who's going to share about how to sell nobly. Anyhow, I'm going to say amazing humans, come and join us. And in the meantime, Barbara Wainwright, nice to see you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. And just shout out to everyone that's joining us today or gets to see this later on a recording. Hello and welcome to the world of coaching. We love coaching.
Well, as you could tell, one of the reasons I absolutely had to get Barbara involved is your coaching program. You've graduated what, 6,000 ish?
Yes. Yeah, we're pushing 7,000 graduates. So it's a wonderful thing. I'm sorry, I'll just say I love teaching people how to coach because I know they're going to provide that transformational experience for people, and getting more and more people on board to do what they love and to get out there and change lives for the better. It's like a ripple effect. So the more people that I train to do coaching and provide that transformational experience, the more people that are going to receive coaching. And I just think if we had everybody living a life that they absolutely loved, the world would be a different place. So that's the ultimate goal, is to have everybody doing what they love to do, getting that inner peace, getting that outer joy, and really transforming the world.
This is why you have to come and listen to her Coaching Fest and the other participants. But you got me. Oh my God, you sparked something super cool.
Nice.
So let's say that coaching is two things. It's many, many more, but like anything else, it's two things. It's being able to transform the company or individual that you're working with.
Yes.
So there are a number of organizations that will train you on how to do that transformation.
Yes.
Barbara has one of them. The ICF is that body that actually says, "Hey, we agree that these companies are certified and have done a good job of doing the transformation. So that's one aspect of the business.
Yes.
That's not why you go to CoachingFest.
Okay. Right.
The other aspect is to make sure you actually have a business. Right. So you want to come to CoachingFest if you want to learn as a coach. Okay, I'm going to say a word that for some people it's a 4-letter word, but you want to learn to be an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes. Absolutely. You need to have the skill set to start your company, get your clients on board, and now you can make a difference in the world. So you have to really start with, okay, I need to build a company. What does that involve exactly? And then from there, you can begin attracting the right client to you. And I love that this is all going to be covered in CoachingFest because there's a lot to it, but it's really not hard when you know.
Now here's something really interesting. So let's give a hint on. I was in a conversation with you, and you said something super cool. You said 3 for free.
That's right.
Now I like it because it rhymes. I might say 3 for complimentary, but 3 for free, right?
Right.
But it wasn't actually technically free because to me it was with social proof at the end.
Exactly.
But why don't you talk about that? Because that was so amazingly cool.
Okay, so let me share about this. When you're getting started as a coach, you have no testimonials because you haven't coached anyone, right? You don't have referrals because you don't have anybody that you coach that can refer you. So how do you get started? How do you get those referrals? How do you get those testimonials? And this is what I recommend to all my graduates. First thing you want to do is put together your elevator pitch. Now, the elevator pitch needs to be compelling. And fortunately, I'm sure that there's people that are going to be contributing exactly how to do that and make it great in the CoachingFest. So I'll just say that the elevator pitch needs to include what somebody's struggling with and what the benefit of them working with you is going to be. So once you have that together,
by the way,
way,
for me, this is part of what they're getting with the whole thing. It's their CPOP, their customer point of possibilities, and the tell me more. So when you sign up for CoachingFest, you're going to be sent a 10-minute video on exactly how to do this. It's the who you serve, how you serve them in less than 10 words, and then the tell me more. So that is the replacement. Sorry, it's hard to do this, but that's the replacement for the elevator pitch.
I love that. I love that. See, you're going to get so much by joining the CoachingFest. You got to do it. All right. So you get that elevator pitch together, and then you have something that's called the low-hanging fruit. So you'll be wanting to send out to everybody in your contact list. So you can type up this message with your elevator pitch into a text message that you can send to everybody in your phone because that's your low-hanging fruit. Okay, so you comprise this message and you say in the bottom of it, who do you know that could benefit from, and then you put your elevator pitch. I'm now accepting 3 pro bono clients. And you put your contact information in the bottom because even though you're texting somebody and they have your contact information, if they forward that message, that's what you can ask them, forward this message to anybody that you know that might benefit from these free sessions, right? So now you've not only got your low-hanging fruit, you've got their low-hanging fruit too. Now, when you get the person that says, yes, I'm interested in the coaching sessions, when you get them on the phone, you need to set it up right, meaning that you need to let them know that it's 3 free coaching sessions. So 3 for free, like Mitchell said. And in those 3 coaching sessions, or at the end of the 3 free coaching sessions, you're going to ask them for something in exchange because you don't want to give away your service without them having some skin in the game. So you're setting it up and you're letting them know that, first of all, you're going to want a testimonial. If they appreciated and enjoyed the services and the 3 coaching sessions that you had with them, then you want them to write or get on a video and give you that testimonial. Right, Mitchell?
That's the fun part is when you say, hey, listen, I'm doing this complimentary. I know it's 3 for free. We could do it. I'm doing this complimentary. There's one cost. At the end of the 3 sessions, if you feel like I added value, I would like a video testimonial.
Perfect.
Now, if somebody says yes to you, there's no way they're not going to say yes to that.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to reemphasize, if you just shared your CPOP, it's going to work. For most people, it's like, for me, I'm going to say my CPOP coaches who've created a job, not a business. Sometimes when I say that, the coach on the other end says, "Oh my God, Mitchell, that's me," or "I know somebody like that." The fun part is one of the students in one of the programs I have, her CPOP, 5 words, captures attention. So I want to say this, and then we're going to go back to Barbara. We're going to go back to you. So
you know what, Mitchell, as somebody that a short while ago, before I met you, I didn't know what CPOP meant. I would love it if you would share for everybody, what does that stand for? Because it's an acronym. What does it stand for, please?
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So it specifically stands for Customer Point of Possibilities.
Love it.
And what it represents is, in less than 10 words, how you show up in the world.
Yeah.
So imagine in less than 1 or 2 seconds, you being able to articulate. And the best way to do it, because you said this, so I'll say it. If you could articulate a playground you play in that you're inviting people to come in and play with you. That's what your CPOP is.
I love it. I love it. And I think that a lot of people wouldn't know what a CPOP is. So I just thought, we need that.
No, I appreciate that. So let me share Katrin Becker's, because hers is 5 words. So when you listen to these 5 words and you just hear this, you go, wait a second, that's me, or I know somebody to recommend. Because that's what I want for people who are coaches. I want you to be able to clearly and cleanly articulate who you are. So Katrin's, successful women heavy with regret.
So the very next thing is somebody's going to say, that's really interesting. Tell me more about that.
That's where what you were talking about as your elevator pitch. That's when you get it. Sometimes that could be your elevator pitch. I don't like quote unquote an elevator pitch for a very specific reason. We were taught that we need to come up with a 30-second pitch. We need to memorize it. And then when we start sharing it, we share it from our head.
Right.
That's why I don't like elevator pitches. Throw them out. Because if somebody said, so if you said to me, and by the way, one of my superpowers is once I know somebody's CPOP, their customer point of possibilities, I could step in their playground and answer it. So Barbara, if you said to me, oh, wait a second, that CPOP of Katrin's, that might be me. Could you tell me more? I can answer the question for her that you would go, wait a second, I might want to buy into that service, right? And that whether it's for you or for somebody in your network. Mitchell, there's somebody who's one of my clients right now. She has her coaching certification. She's really successful, but she's struggling because. Tell me why, Katrin would be a good fit. And that's what we want. Anyhow, so I interrupted you, and I wanted to talk a little bit about. And by the way, this is what CoachingFest is all about, is conversations like this.
I love it. Yeah. I mean, because we're sharing what would be gold nuggets for people to be able to take their coaching business to the next level or get started if that's what you're doing. Right. So the other thing that you're going to ask for when you're setting up these 3 free sessions is you're going to ask them for a warm introduction to 3 people that they know that could also use your coaching services. And the reason you're asking for those referrals is because typically people that hang out together or that they would know have the same issues. We kind of congregate with other people that are going through the same thing that we are. If it's single people, there's usually a group of them. If it's married couples, there's usually a conglomerate of married couples that are hanging out together. So when you get this person that's going to accept your 3 coaching sessions, that's how you set it up in the beginning. In the exchange, if you valued what we've done together for these 3 sessions, I would ask for a referral to 3 people, like let's do a 3-way, let's get on the phone, or just let's get together and you introduce them to me. And then also the video testimonial. And then I say, it's not free forever, right? It's free for 3. And then at the end of the 3rd coaching session, you have the opportunity to enroll that client into your coaching package. So what you'd want to do is say, have you enjoyed this? Yes. Okay. So I'm looking forward to receiving the testimonial and the referral to the 3 people you know. Would you like to continue coaching with me? And if they say yes, then you say, let me share with you how my coaching package works. And now you enroll them into your coaching package. So it's a great way to get new clients and even get paying clients. Even though you're doing 3 for free, you're building your marketing. You've got 3 video testimonials. You've got 9 referrals to potential clients. And you can also enroll the 3 free clients into your coaching packages.
I just that's so simple. It was so funny. You were talking, it was actually, I sometimes, when I have back-to-back meetings, I let people talk to each other. So I was talking with Aaron Wheeler.
Yes.
And by the way, I say the name so I can actually tag people, and I'll do that as well. But I was talking to Aaron, and Barbara came on, and they just started talking. And by the way, I always love that when, and next thing we know, Barbara's talking to Aaron about this program. I'm like, wait a second. This is really cool stuff. Let's do this live.
That's right. That's right. And I was sharing about some stories about coaches that have actually done it out of class, and they'll call me back and go, oh my gosh, it works. And I go, yeah, I know. But I've had people that just was sharing about one gentleman that was out of Long Beach. He was a fitness person before, and then he learned how to coach. And then he actually did go to the owner of a gym and pitched her 3 pro bono sessions. And at the end of her sessions, she hired him to coach all the other fitness instructors in her gym. He was set, and that's the kind of thing. I've heard more and more stories like that, like you wouldn't believe. So it works. Just get out there, offer those 3 pro bono sessions, get your testimonials, get your referrals, and you'll be set.
All right, so let's talk about a couple sticking points.
Okay.
Right? So one is, people may first say to themselves, wait, I should never do things for free or complimentary.
Yeah.
Right? So by the way, my answer, I'm going to ask the question, is it's not free. They're giving you a video testimonial. But
yes.
Okay.
And referrals. They're giving you referrals too.
That's the other thing. Also referrals.
Yeah.
And then but the thing is, how, if the person's uncomfortable, a lot of things for a lot of the coaches I know, they're on or off. Okay, I'm making a lot of money here, and it's pro bono here, right? There's no middle ground, right? So
yeah,
what do you say to a coach who has successfully given 3 coaching sessions where they've added value? Okay. And they've gotten the video testimonial? How do they transition that into, and feel good about themselves, into, it's now time to pay?
Yeah, I think it's easy because you've already provided value. They've given you the testimonial. They should have given you 3 referrals as well. But at the end of that, there's something called the law of reciprocity, right? Where they've received so much from you, and they gave you a testimonial and a referral. The next thing is you just say, let me share with you how my coaching packages work, because they're gonna want to know at that point, what do I need to do to keep receiving this value from you? And for sure, I want to pay for it because I've received so much. Naturally, if I want to keep engaged with you, and of course I do, because wow, coaching is so valuable, then it's how can I do this? They're going to want to know, how can they keep going? So I don't think it's a real difficult conversation if you approach it with, do you want to keep going? And if the answer is yes, say, let me share how my packages work. And now they can make a decision. Do they want to work with you one-on-one? Do they want to join your group coaching program? How do they want to work with you?
I want to say thank you. What I'm going to say, if you're listening, you're watching. Now, I will never belittle the person I'm with because Barbara's amazing. And let me do the and.
Yes.
Every one of the people here will be able to deliver some aha message that is as simple and as powerful for you and your business. Because remember, someone else is going to teach you how to do transformation. Actually, that someone else could be Barbara. So you could always reach out to her and her coaching program. Someone else will teach you transformation. What we want to do at Coaching Fest is teach you how to be that entrepreneur so that you can actually pick up 1, 2, or 3 things that will significantly allow you to add more value to the audience you want to work with.
Absolutely. And I think the people that are attracted to Coaching Fest will get so much value from each one of the speakers. Each one of the speakers is bringing their own wealth of knowledge and their own individual, I'll call it blueprint, to the Coaching Fest. So you're going to learn a lot. I mean, if what I've shared with you doesn't resonate, don't worry about that, because you've got a lot of other speakers here that have so much knowledge, wisdom, value. You can't go wrong.
Oh, I have a hard time when I talk to each one of them because I always want to write stuff down and keep busy, and I will guarantee multiple aha messages that you will receive and hopefully act on from everyone we talk to. And, anything else we should add? I will make sure that all the social media platforms that this streams on has access to the Coaching Fest link. Please sign up for it if this resonated at all. Also, please share with your friends. Anything else, Barbara?
Yeah, I think that's great. Please share with everyone so they can get that same value. And if you're thinking about becoming a coach, this is a great first step because it'll give you some insights into what coaching is about, how to get started, what is it like being an entrepreneur as a coach. So you're going to learn a lot. And this is, I'd say, an introduction. This is kind of like an introduction to coaching, but more from the business aspect than from the actual, what does it like to be a coach? What is it like to provide the coaching? No, it's like, how do we get started in business as a coach? How do I make this a flourishing business, right?
Yeah, well, so I want to say, you mind? Okay, I'm going to stop for a sec. We're just good to you and me for a second. So we'll come back here. I was almost done to hang up. So I want to say yes and. Okay.
Yes.
What I find and the reason I started focusing on this space is it's not just the people who are starting out. It's not just those that are new. A lot of people who were at corporate, they've learned a lot. They've grown a lot, and they had this entire ecosystem infrastructure around them. And then for whatever reason, they've made a decision. Sometimes the decision was made for them, but they've made a decision to become a coach. And now all of a sudden, first thing you got to learn is the person who screws in the light bulb when it goes out is you, right? And you have typically have great networks. And so it's the referral business that comes in because they know they've worked with you, they've seen you. What happens though, inevitably, is at some point in time that network will either dry up or go away, or there'll be times in which the coach is sitting around go, I don't know what's next. And so I want to say that you could be starting out because the content will resonate there. But it's also, you will do it in a different way. You could be starting out as an entrepreneur who's in control of their own destiny. And that's, if I put it that way, they're just some block and tackle things that you can do today that is really easy. And potentially you never were taught this. You were never shown this because at corporate, you didn't need to. Because it was done for you by somebody else, which was their job. And all of a sudden it's now your job. And how do you do it? Now, you don't have to do it. You could hire other people. Potentially ChatGPT will do it for you, but you want to hear from the people who are in the trenches doing the work today successfully, their best practices. And that's what it is.
I love it. And that's exactly right. You want to learn from the best, and attending Coaching Fest is the way to go.
Okay. We good now?
Yes. Yes.
Barbara, you're awesome. Thank you. Everyone else, feel free to comment in the chat, reach out directly, literally share with your friends if you don't mind. And we'll see you at Coaching Fest, April 25th and 26th. It's a powerful set of learning, and I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback. Thanks. Take care, everyone. Barbara, thank you so much. You're awesome. Bye now.
Bye now.